My passion has always been to help people. That's why I became a nurse 20 years ago. And then from there, I found my passion in helping women and helping them feel better about their appearances and how they look. That's when I started Skin Deep Med Spa about 15 years ago.
It was my first introduction to ELIFund was, 6 months ago, plus or minus. And I had spent my entire career working on the therapeutic side of creating medicines to help people. And what brought me to tears, literally, at the ELIFund was seeing the human connection to the family side of things and seeing what they bring to the table to really take that burden off the patient that's suffering. So it's not enough to treat a patient for what their ailment is. You really need to treat the entire family unit. And ELIFund and its mission of helping with travel and helping take some of the burden off of the family with housing and others just moved us in ways that when we think about our family and you as a mom and as a business, it was just aligned with what our passion is in life to do.
When I received my diagnosis, then I had to go see a team of doctors, and they said that, you have, stage 3C breast cancer. And I remember sitting there as if the world was spinning. I remember sitting there and thinking, how can this be? I'm 36 years old and life is good, God, like life is great. How did this happen?
It was like our world got turned upside down. One moment, everything is going well. And the next moment, you're sitting in the doctor's office and they're telling you your wife has breast cancer. It's a reality check. Puts everything in perspective, that's for sure.
I heard about the ELIFund through a social worker at Beth Israel Cancer Center in Needham, Massachusetts. I was, at that time, overwhelmed. My main concern was my children. I just could not think of taking care of myself. Someone from the ELIFund, who's actually a cancer survivor, she personally just called me and she said, Jamie, I understand what you're going through. I've been through this as well. And it was just right. It was just the right moment for her to call me.
Well, if I can describe the ELIFund in 3 words, I think it would be right on time. We did need some extra help. We have family and we have friends, but sometimes there's gaps that they can't even fill. And the ELIFund provided the gift cards, I believe, to Whole Foods, and that was, as I say, right on time. It was, much needed, especially when you trying to think of meals to prepare for myself, trying to think of meals to prepare, and I don't cook at all, really.
When I found out that the ELIFund would provide home-cooked, nutritious meals for me, my husband, and our 5 beautiful children, I couldn't even believe it.
Life goes on with kids. They don't, although there's, they're worried about their mother, but they still say, hey, what's for dinner? We're hungry. It was huge to have those gift cards and the home-cooked meals.
And to not have to be concerned about food or nutritious meals, just knowing that the children are taken care of, it truly was amazing. And the ELIFund instantly moves into action and takes the everyday life responsibilities immediately off that patient, so that that patient doesn't have to worry about where the meals are coming. The patient doesn't have to worry about how I'm gonna get to chemotherapy treatments, radiation treatments. And these were strangers, they didn't know me, but it was that they understood what I was going through, and the compassion and the sympathy it's a rarity in this world to have people that care so much about you and your family when they don't know you. Understanding, loving, and compassionate.